Today I'm meeting with 3 of my students in a small group as a form of formative assessment. They're currently working on a writing prompt, "What do you like to do at recess?" And they were asked to bring a draft of what they have so far to this conference so that we can assess where they're at, talk about the strengths and weaknesses of their writing, and make a plan to move forward for their final product. So this is an assessment tool that is non-traditional because it is not for a grade, and it is not a sit-down normal test that the students would expect, but it is a good way for a teacher to figure out where the students are, as well as for the students to get a better grip on what they're being asked to do, and to make sure that they know if they're on the right track. So without further ado, I will move into this conference with these 3 students to give you an example of how small group conferencing can be an effective tool for assessment. All right, boys and girls. So today we're here for our conference about our writing prompt from last week. I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of noise. Mrs. Zebra's class next door is kind of loud, but we're going to be able to get through this conference and make sure that we are on the right track for developing our writing skills. All right, so Quack Quack, you wrote about what you like to do at recess, and I'm noticing here that although it does look like it's pretty detailed, you seem to be using the same word quite a bit, and I tried to get your meaning from the context, and I'm guessing that you were playing Duck, Duck, Goose. Is that right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So next time, why don't we try to be a little bit more descriptive in the words that we use, and maybe I can sit down and help you to write a little bit more details. I do like how you use punctuation, though. Good job with that. You did punctuation and capitalization, which we talked about last week, so good job. And Bruce, well, first off, can we make sure not to eat our paper when we do our writing prompts? That would be sweet. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and get that out of your mouth? Okay, cool. So what do you like to do at recess? It looks like you said, "When I am the hungry, I am eating quack quack. I think him tastes many good." All right, well, we got a lot of things to talk about, but first, I think I'm going to go ahead and move you away from quack quack. I think maybe that you're better suited to work in your own area over here. So why don't we switch your seat with Make a Mix here, just to help you focus. And let's talk about it. Okay, so you have 2 or 3 full sentences here. You did good with your punctuation. I even see you used a comma to break up your sentence there, which is interesting. But as far as the content goes, we talked about this last week. You wrote something similar. We really need maybe to call your mom about this one, because you keep writing about eating quack quack, and that's your classmate. You can't do that. But also, we need to work on your using the correct tense of your verb, and the difference between many and very, because you use that word a lot, but not necessarily in the right spaces. So we'll work on that next week, Bruce, okay? But good job using punctuation, just like quack quack. And Mega Mix. I think you got a little mixed up here. This is a writing prompt, not a math class. So make sure you read the prompt really carefully. Is this what you do at recess? Oh, okay. So you do math for fun at recess. I mean, I guess it does make sense considering where you come from. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if this math checks out. I'm not even sure if that's English, to be honest. So maybe next time we can talk a little bit more before you get into writing, so that we can practice our English skills and, punctuation, and work on the things that we've been working on in English class, not in math. But, I mean, this is what you look like to do at recess, and I guess you did do a good job of covering the prompt. All right, so it looks like we got a lot to work on, and so next week we're going to come with a different prompt, and maybe we can, during our conference next week, work together so that we can address some of these problems before the final product. But overall, I think you guys did a good job. And like I said, make sure that you take note of the things that we talked about and discussed today so that you can work on it better during our next writing activity. All right, thanks.